Welcome to this video. Thank you for tuning in and sharing in this now moment with myself and with one another. If you have not seen these videos before, welcome, and welcome back if you have. My intention is unity and oneness, the highest levels of love light. My intention behind this video is to do a little energy share and connect into Mother Earth in a particular area of Mother Earth. Yet I'm also going to be connecting into the energies through Mother Earth, so it might be multiple areas. So I invite you to join if you choose to, or if you feel called to join in energetically to connect with this field in Ireland. I've had a request to kind of like a call out, a shout out for help from one of the sisters, one of our sisters, Becky, who is located in Ireland. And this is also not just happening in Ireland, but of course it's happening all over the world, all over Mother Earth. But this is just the first of many videos I'll do to connect into these particular centers. And so thank you, Becky, for sending out that call to your tribe, your soul group. And I want to say thank you, Annette, for introducing us to each other. So I want to start off just by saying I jumped out of the water. I get a lot of downloads and activations when I'm in water. So for those of you who have noticed that or haven't noticed that, just kind of, so much I'll have to get out and write them down sometimes and then get back in the shower. I always have a notebook if I'm doing a ritual in a bathtub with the crystals and the salts and cleansing. I keep it there because a lot of information is ready to be shared or released or cleared or integrated. And one of the things, as I was setting my intention to just kind of cleanse and purify my energy field before I connected in with Mother Earth, I was guided to share that that's what I do. So for everybody else, this is why we talk about, why it's so important to do inner work. So I'll do a quick clearing by saying an affirmation, set my intention, and sometimes I'll use crystals, feathers, water, running water to clear my field, bath water to clear my field. And if you don't have water, a bathtub, just do it in the shower. You could do it in a pond. And usually pond. I'm hearing, do you have a swimming pool? No, a pond be better for you. Anyways, essentially what's happening is there is this permeation of fear that has rippled out through the collective. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. And so oftentimes we are accessing, so fear is literally induces, if I'm not sure, I'm using these words interchangeably, induces a chemical response in our body. Now we are humans that have all of these extrasensory abilities to tap into each other, to tap into the vibration of Earth, to connect with the sun, to connect with the planets. And a lot of this is inaccessible or feels like there's a disconnect because we're in this heightened space of fear and heightened cortisol. So the chemical that's in cortisol, it's like an adrenaline rush. And it creates this scattering of our energies. But we ping that off of each other. And this is all from my own perspective. This is what I've been shown energetically happens. So when we have a large collective of humans that are interacting with each other, whether it's through being right next to each other or a large group of people that live closely together, that is an energy. So chemically, we ping off of each other, and it can activate fear in someone else. Have you ever had something happen? It's just like being at a football game and you're with a crowd and you get excited. Not necessarily even if your team is winning. It's sometimes just this feeling that we get from being in these auditoriums, and that is a collection of energy. So fear works in the same way. And essentially when we have a large permeating frequency of fear that many of us are holding on to, it creates a bandwidth or a frequency that is then embedded into the earth and into one another from one perspective. And so there are those of us that are integrating and processing this for ourselves. And so the question that we really want to ask ourselves is, who does this belong to, right? My friend Kat taught me this years ago. And it's like, Who does this belong to? Is this my fear, or is this something that I'm picking up that's pinging off of me and activating something within me? Because we respond chemically to one another. And I just did a video on the brain alchemy, and this is becoming stronger for many of us. But many of us are coming into a place where we are dissolving that. We are integrating it, and we are harmonizing in our environment to essentially activate a higher potential of love, compassion, this frequency of this golden harmonic that essentially breaks down the chemicals that fear induces. And I'm just in flow right now, sharing from one perspective what this looks like. This has been embedded into parts of the world, and it's become harder for some to essentially move through this permeation. So my intention with this video right now is to connect into our bodies, to clear any frequencies and attachments that we may be knowingly or unknowingly attaching ourselves to or drawing to us, and just to kind of connect with Mother Earth. So so we're just going to go ahead and go into that a little bit. So whenever I'm doing this work, I usually do it outside. I'm not sure if I mentioned that there's just too much noise pollution outside right now for me to do this, but it doesn't matter. I will do that later. My intention is to fully connect through source energy, creator of my soul. And as I make this connection, as I am this connection, I ask to fully connect to and through source energy, creator of my soul, and through into my highest aspect, my oversoul, and bringing that into my body and embodying the highest vibration of love light that is physically safe to do so in this now moment. I ask and intend to anchor these frequencies into my body, into Mother Earth, the heart of Mother Earth, and I stream this through my heart. I ask to fully connect through this source stream as I anchor this energy into my body, into the field around me. I now clear, revoke, remove, and dissolve all cords, entanglements, connections, frequencies, contracts, and entities connected to me in any way, shape, or form, non-shape or form, that are not 100% unity consciousness, do no harm to any kind, any sentient kind, non-competition, non-hierarchical order. As I clear these frequencies from my field, from my home, I clear all electronics within and around me. I clear and work my way through the grids, the layers of energy within my body and all around, and I anchor this frequency, boom. As I do this, I visualize literally a heart explosion, bubble, if you will, bubbling out and getting broader and wider and more expansive until I'm fully encased within this bubble. Yet this bubble is connected to the heart of Mother Earth and source energy, and to the directions of the east, west, north, south, above, below, within, as I connect to my true north. And in this moment, I ask to fully connect to the heart of Mother Earth, and I bring this energy into the heart of Ireland. I see myself, I see my body as a divine conductor through my bones, my fascia, my blood, through this crystalline, clear, clarity source conductor. And I connect to the stones, connected into the mountains and the rock of all of Mother Earth, Gaia, that sing, and I sing back. I connect to the stones and the energies and the rivers, connecting me to Ireland, to the land, to the grasses, to the mountains, to the trees. I honor this space. Boy awakiadi moeste ni kumuait e uit ewa kumoet in. I ask to clear all distortions. I ask to clear the energies and reconnect these energies to the true source stream, to love, light, harmony. Boy ne ishte mikuini awak enit ushte nikua wae makuan het ea. Waene ki boy ishte mikiwa wa kua meo ku net ewa makune. We seek to spin new frequencies and bandwidths through our heart-centered coherence. Through our lines, our lineages, for we are all connected. Tor ap at ishtak ur, te arhak ur, bar at it amakur initistiki naranak ur amatetira netira hena. Ne anakur netearehe. Te mokur inititi starahak ur. Te nara ur initistiki niri tira ur onokur initira hat era. We seek to clear the harmonics. The entrapping system that has been overlaid, if you will, over this voice. Kur mehet enestor et ikir omnetir. Huare dedi kurene tera de amoena tera kurenean. Tera mukure arete tera orene tera. Por haeten te kuran te tirane porane te kira uiste. Ewa kenino mumoene ne manititi woetia makuen. Many different ancestors have walked these lands, and we now hold hands. We access this divine portal through all multiverses. We sing to each other. We sing through the song lines that are connected to this beautiful space. I'm just seeing this huge tree right now, and I'm hearing these singing stones. The time has come for us to remember more kur. Mokuini waet au kushtawaini. Miawo timuak eit e wuhait e kune waiste kue. Kuste mikimo ete. Di kuniste uahane. Nik umehet ewa estu kune wat enau hek ena. No ete moya. Tiste kuniste uboet iste tu kuti nini waha. Te mashtakura. Kiama e ona e ao. Timo koeawa te moyana teia. Mo te stawakwa. For the blood that runs in your veins, the blood that has been spilled now spills in your own body, your own conductor, if you will. You are conducting this energy and frequency through you as you connecting to the heart of Mother Earth, for she is the blood. She is the blood and we are her blood. For we are all blood ancestors, if you will. I'm seeing all the ancestors that spread out from Ireland everywhere. 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 Bukush tekine. Istur ak makur ditistik ur. Mikur mejat makur. Makur tira ur it istikiner ur endet hak ur. Tikur amahar it istukur amahar it ik arhak ur. Nera mukure tinire nore mukune tira hurne wane kuaena. We sing the songs of our ancestors. For these songs, open the heart, open the portal, and begin to combine frequencies with our multilingual, our multidimensional brothers and sisters across all dimensions. Mushte-kur. Teukane. Koeteneshtakua. Kotemakua. Kumu oahetekine. Poea makoete stu makoene. Kuiste makoet ak umuahet inik ustenekwa. Big amustek era. Just breathing in and out, realizing that as we breathe, we're connecting to the elemental kingdom, for we are breathing in the air into our bodies. We are sharing it. The grandmothers have spoken. All tribes bukwe wahnishte wakawa. Di tichiste wahawak enet ekustenik wahana. Buar ukwenishte mak amahet ewa wahet enna. Biusta wak enna. Bewak enna. I'm visualizing this crystal center in Ireland, and I'm seeing a portal. I'm seeing all of these massive trees and roots wound around this portal. Great mother trees. Embedded within the rock. And I'm hearing we're just kind of softening this space. For there's a lot of heart and anger and fear and all these energies. We're just dissolving them, softening them. Feeling compassion for the land and our brothers and sisters that are traversing this land, that know not that they are repeating verses that have been taught to them. But we seek to bring up the verses that are within us, the transcriptions, the acknowledgement, the knowingness that there is more than the man-made structures that harnessed this section of the earth for so long. And with compassion, we send through this string of codes. So they may be entered into this arena and the Akash and all that we have access to, allowing us to access. I'm seeing like this green, just this green heart, green stone. I'm seeing that this like disconnect to this portal has created this disconnect partly to the heart and throat from one perspective. It's created this imbalance. A scramble. It's been scrambling the senses, making people very spacey, feeling If I run out of time, I apologize. I'll keep going and you can keep going too. We're just spinning these energies. Breathing in and out. Allowing yourself just to come into a place of peace, of interconnectivity. Notice how your body's feeling. Bones connected to stones. The song through the crystalline ley lines that make up the earth and also make up our body. Just getting some energy moved around in the solar plexus. We can hold a lot of fear there in the gut. And that can sometimes disconnect us from our heart space. Just breathing in and out. As I do this, I just visualize this beautiful web of fascia all throughout all the star seeds and humans that are in their hearts. Just breathing in and out. So it just kind of feels like removing a big chunk, if you will, of dense light, represented possibly by fear or all of these external things that have, and we're just kind of reworking this. And this is always for whatever I have permission to access, whatever you have permission to access. Not everyone wishes to remove this, but there's enough. Our ancestors are just like, let's play. Let's create this new spin, and it'll dissolve the frequencies that we've been stuck within, that have been keeping us from remembering and knowing who we really are, and knowing what Earth, the potentials that Earth holds, is so beautiful. I'm almost done. And so we honor all beings who have joined us in this journey, in this now moment. We honor all of Mother Earth and all versions of Earth that we have existed on, that we are existing within, that we are connected to. And we send love light to all spaces and places. We give thanks to the elemental kingdom, the waters, all planets, all stars, all suns that have assisted us and are assisting us on this journey for our highest and greatest expansion and love. And we ask to bring it back into our bubbles, bring ourselves back into the space in which we are sitting within now in this linear time, bringing us back into our home base or the land that we are connected to on Mother Earth in our physical form in this now moment, in this version of reality. And we ask to seal and close this portal from one perspective. realizing we can access it at any time. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Namaste.